Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, your real wife coach. I am so excited that you have joined me. I have a special guest on today. I have the fabulous mompreneur Mia Wright. She is kicking off this series, this amazing project. She is the founder of the fantastic nonprofit We Can Survive. Mia and I met last year via via mutual friend, and so I'm so excited that she decided to join us. And so if you are following us right now, you're joining us right now, you can go ahead and invite your friends. Since the video is live, invite everyone you know. And Mia is out and about. That's why you see her in her car, because that's what mompreneurs do. We move and we shake. So Mia, can you tell us just a little bit about you and We Can Survive?
Hi. Okay, so We Can Survive Awareness Patient Organization and spiritually assist cancer patients, survive caregivers about cancer. We do everything from making sure they have groceries, get to and from treatment, to paying for delinquent rent, mortgages, funerals for persons who don't have life insurance, and any and everything in between. Besides being the president and founder of We Can Survive, I'm a mom of 2 girls. Both of my daughters attend Livingstone College. My oldest daughter will be graduating this Saturday.
Yes.
Yay.
I love it. I love it.
And super proud of her. 4.0 grade point average. She's also a mom, so that makes me a grandma.
Okay, you don't look like a grandma or a mima or a nana.
Yeah, no, and that's the crazy thing is I'm just grandma. I didn't want any special name because I wanted to be just as special to him as my grandma was to me. Yeah, and just future wife, friend, and writer. So that's me.
Awesome. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you a few questions. So what was your biggest obstacle that you had to overcome internally within yourself to be where you are today, to be the woman that you are today?
Wow, the biggest internal obstacle would have been becoming a terminal illness while incarcerated. And that, being in that situation, federally indicted for and do additional time tacked on because of a mistake. Mm-hmm. And there I was, handcuffed, shackled to a bed, left wrist, left ankle, while fighting a terminal diagnosis.
Oh my gosh.
So I believe it was in that time I had to learn how to depend solely on God. So after that, everything in life just seems like it's all right. Like, it's going to be okay. Like, no matter what, if I only have enough money to get gas in my car, guess what? Eyes free.
Right. I know that's right, girl. Wow.
So I think, yeah, just being in a situation where all I had to do was depend on God taught me that all I need to do in life is depend on Him. And that's
oh no, Mia's kind of, I hope she can, oh no, she's dropping nuggets and we can't hear her. Mia. I hope she's still there. Okay, so in the meantime, while Mia's coming on board, if you are just now joining us, make sure you share this live video. This is amazing. Her testimony is amazing. I am just honored to have her on here. I'm hoping that she can jump back on, or she can get to a good space. So thank you all for joining. Hopefully she'll be on. Hey, Dominic. Hey, sis. Mia's phone, she's out actually at a Monday event where her nonprofit is being honored. We Can Survive is her nonprofit. And so she is out at this event right now, and hopefully she can jump back on. I think she's trying to jump on now. There you are. You are inspiring some women here, hon. You still there? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Trey. Mia, you still there, hon? Ladies, I appreciate you all jumping on. Hey, Trey. Dom, she is out and about. Like I said, her nonprofit is being honored tonight, and she is trying her darndest to get connected. I'm going to give a small recap in case she can jump back up. There you are, Mia.
Yes.
Okay. You are wowing us here with your testimony of how you were incarcerated and dealing with a terminal illness. So tell us a little bit more about how you died. Did they know? Did the prison know that you had cancer, or how did that whole thing work?
So what happened is, initially I was indicted in 2008 with conspiracy to distribute 75 to 225 kilos of cocaine that I had no involvement with. So I did my time or whatever, but I was released prematurely because I was released under the assumption that I had a concurrent sentence, but I really had a consecutive sentence.
Okay.
So that means that I was sentenced 4 different times. So I was sentenced to 42 months, 36 months, 12 months, and then 6 months. So I was released under the assumption that all of them were together. But 2 years after my release, they discovered it was a mistake. So I went into the situation with a terminal diagnosis. And
wow.
The crazy thing is, because of the mistake, I was technically doing time. So I couldn't be out on bond. So they knew, and they made, they tried their best to be as helpful as possible. And another thing, before going back, I was eligible for a clinical trial that would save my life. And it cost $480,000, of which I didn't have. However, while in federal custody, they paid for that.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah, they paid for it. So it's like what I always try to tell people, the enemy, the devil, whatever it is that you want to call him, will always try to make it seem like situations are completely impossible. Like, but in that impossible situation, that's where God stepped in, and he took care of something that I couldn't have taken care of on my own. And that situation, while it was meant to really kill me, literally,
right,
it made me super strong. So
wow. And so after that, after you were released and everything, is that when you decided to start We Can Survive, or what was the premise behind starting your nonprofit?
So that's exactly how We Can Survive started. My actual release date was not until February 18th, 2018. So technically, I'm not supposed to be on this interview. But what happened is, then Attorney General Eric Holder, he had amended the compassionate release law for terminal inmates. Now, even though I was completely healed, once you're terminal, you're always considered terminal. So on February 6, 2015, I was called back into court, and the judge released me from that time, and I was able to go home 3 years earlier, than expected.
Amen.
So, yes, listen, God, he can do anything. So when my pastor heard my story, he wanted me to share it with the church. And so what I did was, hi, Tracy. That's my doll, baby. I love her. She's amazing. So what happened is, after sharing my story with my church, there was an attorney in the audience. Mind you, this is 2 weeks after me being home. There was an attorney in the audience, and he said, I love the name We Can Survive. You have to patent that. I was like, I have approximately $7.19 to my name, so I can't patent anything. So he paid for it. And
wow, I'm loving this.
So what started happening is, people would be like, hi, can you call my auntie? Can you go with me to visit this person? I need help. I'm a survivor. Is there something? And so he saw that and he was like, you really need to, start a nonprofit so that you can get funding or raise funding to do the stuff that you're doing. And once again, by that time, I probably had $14. So he invested in us again. And that's April 15th, 2015. We Can Survive became a 501c3 recognized nonprofit by the IRS. And that's what we doing.
Wow. So I put your website up on the screen so that people want to help out. Ladies, you can click on that. You can go, you could donate. She has some fantastic things coming up, which I'm going to ask her about in a few minutes. But I wanted to ask you, so how do you manage now having two young adult children and running your nonprofit and taking care of yourself, being as though you are a survivor of cancer? How do you do that as a mom?
So I had to learn balance because no one taught me. No one said that, hey, in order to own your own business, you have to learn you still have to take care of your family. You still have to take care of yourself. That's something that I had to learn just, from an emergency room visit and, the doctors telling me that I have to rest. Because I think sometimes when we own our own businesses, people don't understand the struggle. Like, I think sometimes when people hear boss and entrepreneur, they automatically assume that there is buku loads of money just sitting in your checking account. And that's not the case. Normally, when you're first starting out in your business, you are struggling. There is no capital. There is no, like funds just sitting around. So you feel like you just have to continue to go harder and harder and harder. And then you eventually burn yourself out.
Right.
So what I had to do was, even though an entrepreneur, they say you work 24/7, and sometimes I do, I had to cap myself out. Between this time and this time is when I will work.
Okay.
After this time, I will not answer my calls unless it's an emergency.
Right.
Unless it's an emergency, I'm not dealing with it. And that's to show my family that I love and appreciate them too. Because there was a time where I was taken away from them. So I can't neglect them. Having daughters in college in North Carolina makes it a lot easier because I can text them, throughout the day, FaceTime and things like that. But when they are home and, like around in the state of Maryland, things get shut down. I have to show them love and appreciation, as well as when you're in a relationship. You have to invest and spend time in your relationship. A lot of times a lot of women entrepreneurs are only talking about the boss, not understanding that when you are in a relationship, marriage, and things like that, that boss hat goes off as soon as you come through the door because you're submitting to a man.
Right. Girl, you done said the wrong word on this Facebook Live.
No, when I say submit, I'm not.
They don't like when I say submit.
Oh, no. No, I mean, but it's all about order. And the thing is, I think a lot of times people get scared when they say submit because they think that you're going to be a slave. Then you're with the wrong person. It just means that this person is the leader of the household.
Amen.
I enjoy it. I mean, like when you're making decisions all day long, the last thing you want to do is come home and then have to make some more, executive decisions. So I enjoy submission. I enjoy taking that president and founder hat off and being able to relax and let somebody else do something.
Right. Now, how can we help you with your nonprofit? What are some things that you're looking for today?
So I pride myself on not being dependent on any grants. In the 2 years that we've been in existence, the first year we raised $11,000.
Woo!
Year
Congrats!
We raised almost $60,000. I mean, we raised a little over $60,000. 100% of the donations that come into our nonprofit go directly to somebody. Everybody that participates is a volunteer. No one is paid. And I would love to keep it that way because there are so many individuals that are impacted by cancer. A lot of times people don't understand that if your husband is diagnosed, guess what? All of a sudden now he can't work. And that's going to affect the income in your house, and it's going to affect the dynamic of your house as well. There are things that maybe he had to do, like maybe he was the person that cut the grass, so now someone else is going to have to cut the grass. And that's things that we do. Sometimes with cancer patients, they have to decide between an electric bill or groceries. You know what I'm saying? And you need to
Wow.
eat good food in order to survive. So that's things
Right.
that we do. We provide groceries. We pay
Mm-hmm.
for delinquent rent and mortgage. So what we need is help from our community. A lot of
Okay.
times people are always asking, what can we do? What can we do? And when I say donate, they say, oh, well, we donate to Susan G. Komen, or, oh, we donate to this person or that person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always say, then why didn't you contact Susan G. Komen when you needed assistance? Because that's not what they do. So
Right.
for
Okay.
me, it's giving back to an organization that gives back. We definitely need donations of any amount.
Mm-hmm.
Monthly commitments. It could be a monthly commitment of $5, a monthly commitment of $10, a monthly
Okay.
commitment of $25, or it could be God maybe had blessed you and you donate $100. That
Mm-hmm.
$100, that 25, that $5 impacts an entire community. It helps feed a family. It helps pay for a funeral. It helps keep somebody from being evicted. It
Mm.
pays for a co-payment. It helps send a person to a clinical trial, because clinical trials are so important for me because it saved my life.
Right.
It makes a difference. You don't have to worry about it going to something fraudulent or misappropriation. No, 100% of our donations and money out of our pocket goes to help those in need.
Awesome. Awesome. So talking about helping those in need, you have a trip coming up. So tell us about your
Yeah.
trip.
So, this is the second year that I will be going to Honduras. The American Society of Clinical Oncologists has a cancer center in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. And Tegucigalpa, Honduras is in, of course, Honduras. And Honduras is like the second poorest country in that hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
So the Emma Castell Cancer Center, they are 100% dependent on donations, like from
Wow.
the chemotherapy drugs that they use, the machines for radiation,
Mhm.
down to Band-Aids and alcohol swabs and so on.
Wow. Okay.
So what we're doing is we're collecting supplies to take over there. Our goal is to have at least 1 year's worth of supplies, so that when we go back next year, we'll
Mm-hmm.
just be ran up. It costs to go on mission trips. Our initial fee was $42,000. Thankful and grateful to God and the support of the community
Mm-hmm.
that we're down to $14,000. We have
Okay.
submit our final payment in July, so we are asking for support with that. A
Okay.
donation of any amount to make sure that we get there. And like I said, also supplies. People who work in office buildings, if they would be willing to allow us to have a box there, so that persons can
Okay,
just
that's
drop off something.
easy. Okay.
Yeah. We also have a change for cancer thing where we will provide you, if you ask a Tootsie Roll, the bank,
Mm-hmm.
you can take all the Tootsie Rolls out and fill it up. If you fill that up with dimes, it's approximately $200. So just imagine if you added some quarters and pennies and some other stuff in there. That change, while it might seem minute to some, makes a big difference to us.
Right.
So those are some of the things that we definitely need help with, as well as if you know someone that's a current cancer patient or survivor, because a lot of survivors are forgotten. Once they say that they're cancer free, people are like, oh, they're good, not realizing that there are so many different dynamics that continue to happen
Wow. Okay.
after the fact due to medication and things like that.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now, is this something that maybe like a church youth group or Girl Scout, Boy Scout troop can support?
Yes.
Okay.
So on next week for Mother's Day, Lord and
Uh-huh.
Taylor is one of our corporate sponsors.
Okay.
So what they're doing is
I'm taking
allowing
notes.
us. So what they're allowing us to do is collect donations in exchange for wrapping gifts.
Okay.
In exchange for wrapping gifts, and we definitely need persons assisting us wrapping gifts. I was saying I was doing an interview. Okay.
See how we mompreneurs do? Mompreneurs, man, we be on it.
Yeah, that's somebody that's with my nonprofit that's here. They're
Aw.
like, they saw me wave, so they're like, what's going on? So yeah, we have that. We always need volunteers at our
Okay.
events, even if it's just registration. We definitely need Boy Scouts. The weather is changing. A lot of persons are going to need their lawns cut.
Okay. Okay.
Girl Scouts, we clean homes too, so that's an excellent way of getting some community service points and things like that, as well as just visiting someone. A lot
Okay.
of people who go through cancer treatment are lonely and alone. People think that people have this massive army marching behind them saying, oh, how can we support them? But a lot of times they don't, because a lot of people are afraid. They feel like, oh, if I disconnect now, they don't know what to say or how to react, so they disconnect from them.
Okay.
And like I said, a lot of people find themselves going through treatments alone. So Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts can come over and visit to just, or a church group or women's group, just to bring some sunshine to a person and make them feel semi-normal for a second.
Okay. Church groups. All right. I'm just writing this down because I'm a huge nonprofit person. You know, I have my own nonprofit, and I'm really big about giving some community support. So I'm just writing some of these down. So what my goal is to do just a list of some of the needs that you have and who can all give those type of supportive services. You know, and post that out on Facebook so that, you know, people can reach out to you. I think it's really important that we give back in our own community. It's very easy, like you said, Susan G. Komen and things of that nature. However, it's something like this, we're touching people right in our communities.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really important, especially for our youth to know, especially church youth groups or Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, to know, okay, I'm going in and I'm helping this person, and it's going to change their life. Right. So I am really, really excited. And where can we reach you? Let me see. I'm going to put your social media, your Twitter handle up. But where else can we connect with you or things of that nature?
On Instagram, we are we.cancer.vive. On
Girl, you got to get that to me again.
Okay, it's we. CANCER.VIVE.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's our Instagram handle. On Facebook, we are WE. The second word is CAN-CER, and the third word is VIVE.
Okay.
They can also email me. Well, if you go on the website now, there's an option like on how to become a community partner, or if you need help, it's a form that you fill out. So you can go on our website and reach out to us that way. Yeah.
Awesome. So what are your next steps beyond Honduras? What is the next thing that you have going on, or some other projects that you're working on?
Well, like I said, we can survive every day. We have our annual event that's coming up June 10th at Lord & Taylor. We're doing it a little different this year. This year we're going to focus on men because a lot of times men are neglected. Our annual events, we pull in fashion because I believe fashion is, you know, that one area where everyone, no matter your socioeconomic, race, you know, anything, everybody meets on that one medium. So what we're going to do is we're going to have models. All of the men will be cancer patients, survivors, or someone that's been impacted by cancer, modeling in Lord & Taylor's finest. We'll have drinks, we'll have food, and we'll have a good time. And while we'll sneak in there and talk about cancer awareness, the impact that it has on men, all men, but especially African American men that are dying at a higher rate because they don't want to talk about it.
Wow. Okay. I am just so excited. I wasn't expecting to get all this information. You are just fabulous. You are the epitome of mompreneur. I'm just so excited that we connected when we did. It was just, I know it was God's way of us connecting and getting the message out for the people that you serve. I know you have an event that you're supposed to be at, and you took the time out in your car to jump on here with us, and I really, really appreciate you so very much. So ladies, gentlemen, make sure you share this. Even if it does not impact you or affect you, or you don't know anyone that has cancer, somebody does. And that's something that I always say on my Facebook Lives, on my Periscope. If it's something that you can't use, share it, because there's always somebody who can, share. I mean, it doesn't hurt to share. People always say, well, I don't have the cash, or I don't have the time, or whatever. Just share. And that's what a lot of entrepreneurs need when we can't get that financial support or what have you, sharing what we do because somebody else could use. And I see somebody just share. So thank you, whoever just shared that. It's really important.
I am in agreement with you with that. People a lot of times, especially in the African American community, they are so afraid when it comes to donations. But donations are not the only way that you can support a nonprofit. Like you said, every company, people have jobs. Every company has to give a certain amount to nonprofits. If you work for a company, Google, down to like Red Nails or whatever, find out in human resources who they're donating to. If they're not donating to anyone, you say, hey, I have an amazing nonprofit that I would like for us to donate some resources to, be it cash, be it trinkets so that we can give out at events, anything. And a lot of times, because companies don't know us until you say something, they will donate. We've received a steady amount of donations based off of people reaching out to their employer saying, hey, can you support this nonprofit?
Awesome. Now, what area, I know where you're from, but can you tell the ladies and the gentlemen who are viewing where you are in case they want to come out and volunteer?
Right. So our office is in Lanham, Maryland, but we service all over the United States, more so in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia area.
Okay. Awesome. And so parents, if you are on here and you have kids between the ages of birth to 18, right. Y'all need to reach out to me and get the Tootsie Roll can. That is something where every time you go to the store, I know I'm gonna reach out to my son, because every time my husband comes home from the store, he has change, he gives it to my son. So this is something that my son can actually put, tithe 10% of whatever that change is or whatever, and put it inside this Tootsie Roll holder, and then get that over to you. Now, awesome. One more question for you. How can we get the Tootsie Roll holders?
Okay.
Oh no, you froze. Okay, hopefully she'll come back. Mia. So hopefully Mia comes back so she can give us that last little tidbit. I know she has an event that she has to go to, ladies and gentlemen who are on. Please make sure you share this information that she just shared with us. And it looks like she is frozen. I'm gonna hold tight in case she tries to jump back on. But I hope you all, the purpose behind this series, Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett, and featuring mompreneurs, is so that you can see that you can be a mompreneur, that you can overcome obstacles, that you can affect change, whether it's via, you are the best hair braider, the best chicken fryer, whether you have a nonprofit like Mia, or if you if you have a tutoring service, whatever that thing is. If you're a designer, I know we have a mom coming up who is a designer, a fashion designer. Her work is fabulous, and I hope she'll be able to share some of her pieces with us later on. But I think it's really important for us to support one another, because a lot of times wives and moms don't get that support. We see a lot of powerhouses getting support, but we're doing it all. We're raising children. Those of us who are married, who aren't single moms, we have a husband that we also are responsible towards and sharing the bulk of responsibilities with. And so it's really important for me to get this information out, that there are women out here who are doing it, and I want them to share their story. Mia was in jail with cancer, and God was able to bring somebody into her life that was able to help her out. Then the jail system paid for her cancer treatments. It was $480,000, and because she was in prison, God provided a way for her treatments to be paid for. So I think that is just fantastic. And she didn't let that beat her. She didn't let it put her down, but she said she actually turned her face towards God. So I just think it's awesome. I don't know if she's going to be able to jump back on. I know she has an event. We're going to give her maybe one more minute to see if she can get back on. If not, we're going to shut down this series because at 8 o'clock we have the fabulous Rosalind Goodwin of Gabby Bowes coming on. So all you moms who have little girls, make sure you jump on this Facebook Live because she has a product that will rock your world. I wish I had this when my girls were little. My girls are now 25 and 16. And so this product is fabulous, and I think it'll be fantastic for you all to jump on at 8 o'clock. So it doesn't look like Mia is coming back. Like I said, I know she had an event to go to. I thank you all who jumped on. I'm really excited about this series. Thank you all who are supporting this. Like I said, please share Mia's story. So it only takes 2 seconds to click on the share button and share it on your Facebook, and it just really may bless somebody else that has someone. I know my dad is actually having prostate surgery this week to find out his cancer. He had kidney cancer a couple of years ago. The beautiful thing is I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, so my dad and my mom were able to come and stay with me during that time. So I had my house clean. We took care of meals. We were able to take care of my dad because I was a stay-at-home mom. But some people don't have that. And I think what Mia's story is with the We Can Survive, she's providing services for those people. She pays for funerals. She pays for rent. She pays for their electricity bill, their water bill through her nonprofit. So please make sure you reach out to her, even if you just get the Tootsie Roll can and have your kids fill it up with change. She said if you fill it up with dimes, it equals $200. It may take you a couple months to do that. That's cool. Put some dollars in there. Have your children tithe. If you're in a Christian faith, have your children start putting money in that, and that's something that they can bless these families with. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to end this broadcast, and we will be back at 8 o'clock with Rosalind Goodwin from Gabby Bowes. So I'm signing off. This is Tanya Barnett with Let's Talk with Tanya Barnett, and I will see you all in a little bit. See ya.